Alright, I typically don't make videos like this. It's always Nirvana related stuff. Or guitar stuff. Or car stuff. But today we're making a Five Nights at Freddy's theory video. So, I've been cooking up this theory for about, 10 years now. God, I'm old. Anyways, we're going to talk about the Withereds today. There's a lot of speculation of where the Withereds came from, because in the movie they said they were prototypes.
I saw the animatronics in a back room.
No, those are just prototypes used for spare parts.
Sorry, this is the only clip I could find of the movie. But I do not believe that. I think that's just movie stuff. Okay, so in my opinion... Sorry, I just had to make that clear. I think the Withereds are from the original Freddy's location back around 1985. And I think that's where the original MCI incident happened. And I also think that's where William Afton died.
You need to leave! Let me explain!
Alright. Everybody settle down. Let's continue. It is widely speculated that William died at the FNAF 1 location, which supposedly takes place in 1993. But again, I think it happened in 1985. The reason it makes sense to me is because look at the Withered Animatronics. If, the first Freddy's location took place in 85, and FNAF 2 took place in 1987, why are the Withereds so withered? Why do they look so destroyed? But do you remember this? Another thing you might ask is, doesn't the map look exactly like the FNAF 1 location? In that minigame specifically? On the base it kind of looks similar, but like one of the closets are missing, the bathroom area is different, the kitchen's not there. It looks like a completely different location, just modeled really close to the FNAF 1 map. Not convinced? Well, check this out. So when Five Nights at Freddy's 3 released, the first sentence in the description says, 30 years after Freddy Fazbear's Pizza closed its doors. And what year did Five Nights at Freddy's 3 release? 2015. So basically, I think Five Nights at Freddy's 3 takes place in 2015. Now take away 30 years from that. What year do you get? 1985. And you might ask, so technically that means the children were stuffed in the Withered Animatronics originally. Yes. And you might also ask, well, how does the classics from FNAF 1, how are they haunted? Well, let me explain that too. So at the end of FNAF 2, there's a newspaper clipping that states, and I quote, "The new animatronics will be scrapped due to possible malfunctions. However, the original characters are being kept in hopes of a possible reorganization of the company." Boom!
Yeah, bro, man, you like them apples! Show off!
Therefore, the remnant, the ghost children, were transferred from the Withereds to the classic animatronics in FNAF 1 from using parts from the Withereds to build the FNAF 1 animatronics, so it all got transferred. I hope that makes sense. And I think we all know what happened to William Afton. Yeah, William, I'd look like that too if I was screen locked. And I know, this theory is going to be controversial, but again, it's my opinion. Secret of the Mimic kind of throws a wrench in all the gears, and it just complicates everything, because they got, prototypes of the original classics in 1979, which is very strange. Anyways, that's my irrelevant theory, and my first theory, I'm starting off great, by the way, if I do say so myself. So, I hope you enjoyed.